things about being a modern bloke is you've got to know how to cook. But look, before we get carried away, boys, why don't you start with something you know you're going to enjoy? Like beer. This is the Beer Shed, a small-scale brewery in Lume where you use professional gear to make your own brew. And Tim, the owner, reckons you can do it in no time. And so how long does it take? It takes about an hour, doesn't it?
Just over an hour to brew the beer, and then when you come back to bottle it, you return between 2 to 4 weeks later, depending on the style of beer that you choose. And it takes around about an hour or so to bottle it as well.
Well, I guess we better work out what we're going to make. And that means choosing from over 200 beers on the menu. Here's one. Gobbledock Bock. Says it's a full-bodied beer with lots of flavour and low bitterness. I reckon that's the go. I think we want this Gobbledock Bock, mate. That looks good.
Mate, no worries, I'll just follow the chute and we'll get you started.
Excellent.
Mate, there you go.
Cool. Check that out. It's a recipe. You wouldn't find that new idea, would you, mate? According to the recipe card, we need 2.5 litres of amber malt, 4 litres of dark ale malt, and 3.5 litres of lager malt. Beautiful. It's like golden syrup. Okay, so Tim, what's next?
Okay, we need our fermentables, grains and hops, which we're going to measure out here on the scales.
Right.
Start off with our maltodextrin.
Take 1 kilo of maltodextrin. Well, this looks like we're just baking a cake, mate. Then 3 different types of grain. Ah, some nice chocolate malt. And this should just about finish it off, I think. And we're into the hops. This is where it's good to have some solid advice. All right, so we need 50 grams of this one.
Mate, you want to be pretty much spot on with the hops.
Yeah.
A few grams over and it can affect the final result.
So I've got all my ingredients, so let's cook. What do you got in the pot, Tim?
Okay, John, we've got about 50 litres of boiling water here, mate. So what we're going to do is start adding our malt and our maltodextrin to that.
Beauty.
Start brewing.
Feel like the Wicked Witch of the North, you know? So here we got the bag of malt grain. And Tim, what's the essential reason we're putting this in?
Mate, it just gives the beer a nice, fresh, crisp taste to it.
Set the time 15 minutes.
Beautiful.
Just enough time to see how some of the other blokes are getting on.
I used to do it at home and I wouldn't do it at home anymore.
Really?
Not after doing this, no. You can't get the same flavour.
Well, it was a sense of achievement.
Yeah.
Sort of get to brew your own beer. It's my beer, sort of.
In fact, everyone seems to be enjoying themselves. It just goes to show, making beer is as much fun as drinking it. Hello, there goes my buzzer. Okay, so the brew's finished. We've cooled it down to about 80 degrees at this end. I'll show you where it goes. Okay, here we are. The brew goes through a hops filter, through the heat exchange, comes out through the hose, and we put it in the bucket here at about 25 degrees. See you in 10 days. Well, the hard work's all completed in the kitchen. She's tucked away in the cool room, and like every good TV chef, here's one I prepared earlier. And by the way, how cool is this? Cheers.